And we are back with Lachelle Yates from the Better Business Bureau taking your questions. This person says, I received an email saying that I'm part of a Verizon class action lawsuit. It says not to call Verizon. How do I find out if this is legitimate?
You know, I'm going to give kudos to Tanya and all of her hardworking partners. Honestly, the best way to find out if these kinds of things are legitimate are news stories. If it's legitimate, there are going to be news stories. If they're fake, there's going to be news stories because people are going to be asking these questions and Tanya's going to be out there looking for the answers.
Yeah, so if you Google Verizon class action lawsuit, you're probably going to come up with like 15 different things about that. And those articles will then tell you this is what you need to do or that kind of stuff or whatever. But I think what's really something important is something that we say often. Anytime that you're supposed to get money or whatever, you never have to pay money.
Absolutely. That is very true. You never have to pay money to win money, to receive money. That is very true. And of course, if you do, if you are supposed to get money, you never have to pay it with gift cards.
Okay. What if I made a mistake? Oh no, this person says, I get a lot of phishing text messages from Gmail accounts rather than phone numbers. How can I stop this? And does reporting it as spam to my phone carrier do something?
So the phishing texts from email accounts are new, and I think they're still working on how to block that because obviously you know how to block phone numbers now. That's easy. They've made that super easy. They're still working on the technology to block the email texts. But yes, definitely report it. That always helps.
All right, let's talk about this. There's a new twist on a sweepstakes scam. They're no longer trying to get quick money out of you, but explain what they are doing with this one.
Yeah, so we've done our job. We've told you don't pay up front if you have won a sweepstakes. Everybody knows not to do that. So now the con men have come up with a new variation, and we're calling this the delayed action sweepstakes scam. So here's how it works. Of course, you've still won a fabulous prize from the sweepstakes, but the scammers are now offering to take care of the taxes for you by filing with the IRS rather than having you pay up front. Now, all you have to do is provide your social security number and your bank account information. But they don't raid your bank account immediately like you'd expect. Instead, they wait, and then they obtain credit cards, lines of credit, and then commit other forms of ID theft. So this is a little bit of a larger payday down the road for them. So here's how to stay safe. Never pay money, like we said, to win money. That is a big no-no. And also just never provide personal information to someone who contacts you, whether it's the sweepstakes man or a government official or the purported, easy for me to say, healthcare worker who contacts you, who claims to be from the doctor's office trying to update your records. It is always a scam.
Mm-hmm. And so often we hear this going around, especially when the Publishers Clearinghouse commercials come on, right? The Publishers Clearinghouse is for real, but there's going to be plenty of scammers who take that time of year to really kind of try and win you over.
Yes. So just remember, no types of sweepstakes will you ever have to pay up front to win your money. I don't care how great of a deal it is. And it could be taxes, it could be fees, it could be a government grant where they say that you have won the grant and you have to pay up front. And again, taxes, fees, it could be, they'll give you a whole laundry list and they're going to make it sound great. But just remember, you never have to pay up front if you have won money, if you're supposed to receive money. It is always a scam. Mm-hmm. And then if they do ask you to pay money if it's legitimately that you have to pay money, you never pay with gift cards. That is always a scam.
Yeah, I think that is something that people get kind of mixed up on. They're like, well, we all use gift cards, but there's specific things that we use them for.
Gift cards are for gifts. You give gift cards when you want to give a gift. And just remember also, if there was ever a legitimate time that you were supposed to give a gift to somebody, but they want you to read those numbers and then the PIN number, that's a scam. Because as soon as you provide that PIN number, they can siphon off that money. It is gone and it is virtually impossible to get it back. So guard those numbers with your life. because once those numbers are out there, the money is gone and it's almost impossible to get it back.
Gotcha. We did get a quick question about how do I protect myself from home title theft. That's actually the Register of Deeds, and you can put an alert on your home title. We're going to have him on it in a couple of days as well, so we'll kind of go over that one more time. Before we leave today, just wanted to make sure that people knew, because they're going to be hiring people to do like lawn care and things like that very shortly. Do we ever pay cash up front?
Never pay cash up front. You may have to pay a small deposit. That's okay, but never pay all the money up front, because they may never do any of the work, or they may not do all of the work to the satisfaction. And if you do have to pay money, make sure that you get a receipt. If someone wants you to pay in cash and not provide any kind of receipt, that's a red flag. You want the receipts as you go along so that you have a record in case there's a problem in the end.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So the resources that she mentioned, different websites and things of that nature, they're all going to be in the 2 Wants to Know section. Lachelle, thank you for your time and your expertise. If you missed any of this, head to the 2 Wants to Know section of WFMYNews2.com.